When we had last left Team Watcher, they had sailed near and far to the ends and reaches and beginnings and, as I said, the ends of the Deadfire archipelago in search of uncharted islands for the Deadfire's newest aspiring cartographer, Sansa. And at long last did they finally uncover every uncharted location known to man and known to all kind. And they returned to Sansa, who was quite pleased, and said, "Hey, guess what, baby? I'm gonna call you in a week or so and show you this cool book I made from all this stuff." And so they began their waiting game. And in the interim, they did look back to a familiar place. A place with a terrible history and past. Crookspur Island and its surrounding areas. This is Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. Welcome back! Let's see, turn back on all of my goodies here. Goodness. Oh, it's quite difficult. There we go. Good, got them all. Let us head on out of here. There we are. Now, as you will notice, we have in our midst our good friend Takehu in exchange for Seraphim. As I said, I respect Maya to specialize a bit more in, in mechanics. That way we could have another person who was our sort of specialized mechanics expert, right? Honestly, Adair actually begins with a bit of mechanics, which makes sense. If you work on a farm or something, you're in some way good with your hands, I guess, right? In some way. I don't know how fairly well it translates, but he's part rogue, alright? He can multi-class as a rogue. But, so we have her with mechanics. I also kitted her out to be more diplomacy and a little bit of history, right? Which I think before this, it was the inverse. It was mostly history and a little bit of diplomacy, so we kind of swap-a-rooed that. And also, I went and spent a shitload of our money on just all sorts of upgrades for our equipment. Got a whole lot of shit on really just everyone, right? Upgraded armor all around. Made sure to get everyone up to at least superb. I don't think we upgraded armor to legendary, but certainly weapons, as you can see here. The most recent thing. Got Maya's weapon fully kitted out, I think. Yeah, we got everything. We got Guilty Conscience, so she can go up to 40% bonus damage. Right? Yeah. And then also some knockback if they're up close whenever she hits. Also for Takehu, his here actually has this wild-ass ability. Chance to cast Crush Damage Water AoE on scoring just a hit. 5% chance, but still, not half bad, especially since you can... Yes, that Water Shaper's focus, it bounces one time, and then thanks to, of course, Blast, more recovery time, but it gets an AoE effect. Right? And I'm assuming each blast and ricochet blast will totally be able to just proc the shit out of all that. Right? And also upgraded our, just our weapons in general. I think we sent Adair's up to superb, Palagina's as well, I think. Just a lot of upgrades here and there, all over the place. Anyway, let us get on out of here and head on over to Crookspur, right? Let's see. Can we actually buy shit right here? No, we have to be at the map. Yeah, we don't even really need it. Right? We could buy some water, but I guess we could do that at Crookspur. Nah, fuck it, let's do it here, because what if Crookspur isn't even a vendor anymore, right? Now that we've blown it the fuck up? Let's see. Menagerie, Captain's Quarters. No, I would like just some water. There we go. Let's buy... How much can you buy? 500? And how much is that? Just 900? Shit, we'll buy that. Hell yeah, I'll buy that. Alright, and what else do we want here? We could just get some rice or hardtack. Let's just get hardtack. There we go. And we'll take it. Because morale is no problem thanks to us just killing random ship-based enemies, right? Okay, leave city by sea. Here we go. Good. Yeah, I'd almost say that it would be kind of cool to have their... Well, I guess it does measure... Like, if they're starving, they're starving. If they're dehydrated, they're dehydrated. It doesn't matter. I think that does decrease morale, but I think won't they, start to get sick and or die? Or leave if you keep them hungry or thirsty for too long? I want to say I remember that from way back when we got tutorialized on it. It's weird, though, because maybe you shouldn't be penalized for only giving them, like, basic necessities, but it would be neat if, similar to how the foodstuffs and drink give you bonuses to Team Watcher, it'd be cool if it would also grant you some kind of bonus to your ship's crew, and maybe that conferred some sort of bonus to you in the field. I don't know. Yeah, that would be neat. Like, if you gave them a lot of good food, it would be like, oh yeah, they're eating well. You have now... Your group gets +1 party buff of diplomacy or something like that, right? Yeah, that would be neat. Goodness, this load screen takes forever. I honestly thought I had enough to say to catch you channel viewers up on the goings-on, but no, ran out of shit. I was like, oh yeah, I fucking go on forever about all the upgrades we took. Holy shit. Okay, let's head on up over to Crookspur, and we will finish out Crookspur, right? Hell, it's about time. Eggnose Thicket, the Cockerel Forest, all of that stuff. Now, I do think, yeah, we must have come down here before, to this southerly point, and then traveled upward. But we never went from Crookspur and then exited Crookspur by foot, right? Yeah, definitely not, because there's just good shit here, like fruits and stuff. They're just prime for the taking. Okay. Let's equip these before I forget. There we are. Excellent. Cool, and here we are. Now, let's enter Crookspur. There we go, and then we'll need to leave by foot pretty much immediately, right? Can we do that from the... No, we shouldn't board the ship. Once again. There'll be like a little arrow area or something. Do you think it's changed again? Probably not, because we did come back here to check since the RDC began to occupy the fortress, right? I'm very excited to see where that'll go, right? It's difficult, right? One of the things I think is difficult is, like, this time around, the main story has been a lot more compelling than in the first game so far, because that was one of my problems with the first one is it was hard to, like, keep interest in some of it. Like, some of the points were really cool, but, man, during the first half or so, it was hardly even on your radar. It was like, yeah, there's this thing going on, you need to talk to this lady and shit. But a lot of the other stuff going on in the world was far more interesting, right? Whereas here, it's not the inverse, it's that both of them are interesting. And the real question, I guess, is a question of pacing. How do you pace all of that out? And to that I say, I don't fucking know. Alright, let's see. How the fuck do you get out of here? To Crookspur Fort? I mean, I don't want that. I just want to be able to walk, right? Huh. How do you walk around the island? Weird. Do we have to go to the fort? Is that it? Because won't this just take us back to the ship? Fuck it, let's see. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Oh shit. This is the worst that could have happened. We'll do some cuts. Okay, we're back on the fucking island. I think maybe we should check out the fort, and there might be a doorway leading out? Good God, man, I don't know. That's my best guess. Otherwise, we could check out Crookspur Caverns. That might lead to the open world? I don't know. Let's see, fort here, and we'll just see if there's like a doorway that leads elsewhere, rather than back to the exterior of the fort. There might be. It's been forever. No, that just goes to the dungeons. Huh. And there's no one in here now, right? Just to double check. Oh shit, no, there are people here. Just no one of particular import. Okay. Let's move this way. Also, by the by, I totally reconfigured a lot of AI on Maya and Takehu to where they'll almost totally be, what would you say, self-sufficient. We will need to micromanage them. Okay. So yeah, I guess we just... Yeah, our only option is to check out this little cavern area. Okay, well, let's cross our fingers. See, there's nothing that pops up here where it's like, travel along the beach, right? No. At least not here. Yeah, okay. Wasn't there some sort of spider den here or whatever? Before you, a small cavern arrows into the rocky terrain beneath the fortress's crumbling stone base. The squat mouth of the cave sits within a wash of ocean water. Wade into the cave. You slosh into the water until the bottom abruptly drops out from beneath you, and a cold rush suffuses your skin. The water is greener in the back of the cavern, dark and deep. A wave crashes into the cavern behind you, and as it recedes, a hard undertow sucks you back toward the shoreline. Let the current pull you back to the shore. Now swim deeper. You push against the current, making slow but steady headway. Okay. Swimming deeper into the cavern, you come to a set of tunnels, for left and right. One tunnel leads to darkness. The other is marked by a faint glimmering of light. Both tunnels are completely submerged. Let's go to the darker one, because we haven't been there, apparently. Okay. The tunnel's depths are so black, you cannot make out your hand in front of your own face, so you don't notice the dead end until your knuckles. The dead end until your knuckles and then palms have slapped against it. There's nowhere to go except back down the tunnel's length, all several long feet of it. Your movements have rocked the water around you, and just above you can make out the muted sound of waves lapping at the lip of the tunnel. There may be a sliver of space for air, or there might be nothing. Check the surface. There we go. Your nose bumps the rocky ceiling of the tunnel when you try to surface, but there's just enough space for you to gulp some air between your lips before an icy wave washes over your face. As you tread your arms to keep afloat, you realize your movements are making the water even choppier, soon closing up the space between the cave and the surface completely. Alright, swim back to the fork. Alright, so brighter, then. Okay, partial success. Your group swims on, deeper into the tunnel, no end in sight. Your lungs begin to strain, desperate for air, and your pulse pounds in the back of your throat. Dizziness assaults you. Who didn't pass? Let's see, Takehu and Maya. Yeah, short by 1 from party assist. You emerge from the tunnel and break the surface of the water in a cavern deep beneath the fortress. And isn't this linked up to the dungeons, or no? I can't remember, but I want to say there was some weird spidery area that potentially, to Crookspur Island right here. This is what we want. Okay. Do a quick save and go out here. Isn't this going to take us exactly to the island as a whole? I want to say we ran into this before, and we said sort of like, oh yeah, we'll come back to this, and never did. Just completely forgot. Thankfully, still able to, despite the RDC having shown up and all that, right? I wonder if you had sided with Crookspur and old what's-his-name with the Principe. Maybe you would have had to have been tasked with, like, clearing out the basement area and maybe go to somewhere else on the island to blast someone. Weird. I could see that. Because, yeah, wasn't the whole idea... What was it that he even asked us to do? It was to somehow secure their slave shipments and shit. Not necessarily to... like... not to get more slaves, but to just secure them in some way. I can't recall. Fuck them. We shot them all dead. Alright. There we go. 28 water. And Cockerel Forest over here. Let's check this out first. Here we go. I think we'll go clockwise from here. North of Crookspur, the forest thickens. Wide trunked trees tower above you, their leaves forming a ceiling against the sky. A symphony of insects provide constant accompaniment of chirping and buzzing. The path leads you into a narrow gully, the hills rising high to both sides. Fwip! Ooh, it's Spider-Man. No, wait, he's fwip. An arrow buries itself in the ground at your feet. You jump back and search wildly for the source, but see nothing and no one. I scream, "Ah! Stop shooting at me!" Fwip! Another arrow buries itself in the ground at your feet. You jump back. Oh, no, wait, that's the same thing. Fwip! Fwip! How would it sound? It'd be like... or like... It sounds like a weird fart. Like... Yeah, that. Nailed it. That was it. Kind of like that. Alright. A second arrow strikes the ground beside the first. Then a third. This one much closer to you than the others. Whoever watches the path above you clearly doesn't want you to come any closer. Let's see. Inside. Call out to the archers. Try to locate the attackers. Continue cautiously forward. Athletics check. No, let's call out to them. I don't think we have insight for this, but I'm gonna try it. Hey! Failure. You consider what you will say. Okay, weird that was an insight check. Huh. Why was that an insight check if it would give us this here? Okay, we have a streetwise or oh! Or a slave check. They're probably slaves who broke free. We're peaceful missionaries. We're not even armed. You're clearly very upset. Is there anything we can do to help you? The next arrow fired at me is going to get shoved up one of your asses. Sideways! Ask a companion to speak to them. Let's see. Our streetwise is really not that high at all. We could try and go for... Well, who should we have speak to him? Maybe Takehu would actually work well here. Right? Takehu, have some words with them, won't you? This will not do, I say. Words speak louder than arrows. Takehu cups his mouth and calls off into the distance. Failure. The arrows continue to fall. Oh, look. We're never returning to that place. A dear wooden voice rings among the trees. Turn back or die. Let's see. Should we try and do athletics check? Now let's perception first, because we can definitely pass that. I see you. Keeping cover between you and your ambushers, you search the trees for any sign of Kith or Wilder. Or Wilder, didn't we find out? You spot movement along a side path, little more than a game trail, flash of armor through the greenery. Alright, fuck it. Cautiously forward. Oh shit. You continue up the path, but have only taken a few steps when a hail of arrows rains down from the trees. You manage to dodge the volley, but Maya cries out. You spare a glance and see an arrow protruding from her side. Ugh, a gaping wound. No good. A trio of Kith emerge from the tree line. Fierce companion animals follow them at their heel, close at heel, their teeth bared. Shit! We can't negotiate with them or something? Oh my god, I'm tempted to go back and do the bluff check. Because clearly these are people who escaped from the slavers, right? I'm not about to fucking gun them down. I will save scum for this. This I will do. I will pass that bluff check, I guarantee it. I'm fantastic at lying to people. Let's see, if we can negotiate, we'll stay this route. But if this forces us into combat, we aren't going back, you hear? Never! Let's talk about this. Hang on, whoa! Nope, okay. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's go back in time a little bit here. Let's see. Back here. Oh, shit. Alright, there's the sea cave. Oh, no, wait, is this back outside? Let's see. Oh, I think it might be. Yeah, I think this might be good. This autosave here. We'll try this. Oh my gosh, fingers crossed. Okay, and we are back out here. Let's give that another shot. Okay. Quick save. Good. There we are. Damn it, Takehu, you really failed me. Alright, flipping. It's coming at us. Let's call out to him. There we go. You consider what you will say. We're peaceful missionaries. We're not even armed. There we go. Of course I will say that. Hey! The rain of arrows temporarily abates. A dear wooden voice rings out. You don't look much like the slaving type. You're not from Crookspur? We're not from Crookspur. Why don't you come out so we can talk? If you don't want Crookspur to know you're out here, you better make it worth my while. We're going now. Sorry for the misunderstanding. No, we're not from Crookspur. Why don't you come out so we can talk? I mean, we are from Crookspur, but we're not from Crookspur, you know. A trio of kith emerge from the tree line. Fierce... Oh, shit. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Come then, the woman says. Come then, the woman says. Let's hear what you have to say. All right. So now we have this, except we can negotiate. Goodness. I wonder if it would have been better if we had someone who had a Dear Wooden accent speak. Like either Adair, Aloth. Well, does Aloth have a Dear Wooden accent? No, he doesn't, does he? It would be Adair or Jody. Okay. Let's see here. Oh gosh, you've given off some strange noise. What's up, Cathwaina? Let's see. Or Hudango and Semok. Hello. The Kith present an odd trio. A broad-shouldered elf flanked by a tall Almawa and a wild-haired Orlin. Each holds weapons at the ready as the woman steps forward. She bears an improvised flail made from a ball and chain. Though it's an impressive...
You wanted to talk? Talk.
Okay. Oh, this kind of Dear Wooden accent. I see. What are you three doing out here? I mostly wanted to stop being shot at. Attack. Now that you're out in the open, you don't look so tough. Maybe next time. Maybe another time. What are you three doing out here?
Hiding, obviously. When we're not shooting trespassers or people who ask ridiculous questions.
Okay, you mentioned Crookspur. Were you slaves? She snorts and spits on the ground.
We were abducted, held against our wills, offered to the highest bidder.
All right, is there anything I can do to help? Cathwaina's limpid eyes linger on yours, wrinkling slightly at the corners.
You could leave and forget you were ever here. I wouldn't trust you to do more than that.
Let's say so, yes. Her eyes narrow to a knife's edge.
That's the word that scum who sell kith use to justify their manacles. Do you see any slavers here?
So you don't own these animals? Huh. Weird. Okay. Huh. Is the implication that they're enslaving the lions and stuff? Or whatever these are? Yeah, the lion and tigers, I guess? Yeah, let's say this. So you don't own these animals? What does this mean?
We do not. These are our companions. We help them. They help us. You try our patience.
Okay. She shifts the weight of the flail over her shoulder. Let's see. Let's go through this dialogue again.
You could leave and forget you were ever here. I wouldn't trust you to do more than that.
All right. Maybe another time. Her eyes narrow.
There will be no other time. You return here. There will be no talking. But suit yourself.
Okay, shit, dude. Let's see. Can I actually pickpocket you? I think I can. All right. Let's see. Because they may have some kind of good-ass item.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
Sure.
Let's see. Check out the leader here first. Oh, no dice. Okay, let's go back up here. Let that expire. Let's see. We could probably get this Semok person. Alright, let's try this. No, shit, too damn good. Huh, maybe if we approach from, like, over here or something? I don't think we could. No, I think they're beyond pickpocketing. We'll give it one more shot, but I don't think we're gonna get any luck. Let's see. No, nothing. And we do have our stealth boots on? Yeah. Okay, can we talk to them? You want something? Cathwaina's the one to speak to. And Hudango? I tell you to watch yourself, but we're already watching you. Fair enough. Okay, well, let's get out of here. There we go, because I really don't want to kill them. I doubt that they will show up later in anything, but still, I don't want to do that. If there's ever a Pillars of Eternity 3, I don't want that on my permanent record. We'll check out the other areas. There was some sort of... What was it? There was a ruined tower or something in the southeastern reach, on like a little peninsula, and there was some sort of... Yeah, Egno's Thicket. Oh, it's like a cemetery or something. Oh, we can't even come back there to check them out if we wanted to. Alright. Egno's Thicket. Valian settlers brought their burial traditions with them to the Deadfire, which include orderly graveyards like these. Oh, this is searchable. You come upon an ancient site once used for sky burials. On a large stone slab is a scattering of old kith bones, and a collection of urns of various sizes. Search it. Take some time to search. Find nothing. Again, continue poking around for anything useful. Oh, we found a wardstone. Sigil of Nightmares wardstone. Okay. Anything else? Scroll of Prayer for the Body. Ring of Minor Protection? Yeah. Forest Scoria. Okay. And go down and around here. We'll check out this ruined tower, which... Yeah, these are also searchables, aren't they? Okay. Here we go. You find a ruined tower rising up from the top of a low hillock. The wood and stone structure is stained by oily smoke residue, and a smattering of masonry is spread out from the tower's base in a wide fan. It seems to have suffered some kind of explosion. Search it. There we go. You take some time to search the tower, and find nothing of value. Keep searching. Continue. You find a selection of rare potions crammed onto a shelf. Elemental defense. Continue exploring the tower ruins. Tattered grimoire. Ooh, a weather mage grimoire. Whoa, what is that? Okay, we need to look at that. Continue exploring. Scroll of insect swarm. Attuned self potion. 3 jade. You've searched every inch of the tower. There's nothing left for you to take. Okay, let's have a look at that. Yeah, weather mage grimoire. Oh, I see. Okay. So everything that's either lightning or in some way weather-related. Wilting wind, frosty stuff. What kind of weather is corrosive skin? What the fuck is that? What? Yeah, there's a few things here that definitely seem weather-based, but like, dimensional shift? Corrosive skin? Reflection? I don't know about that. But a lot of these here, yeah, sure. Frosty stuff. Lightning. Makes sense. Okay. If anything, I could understand, like, the meteor attack being more akin to weather than corrosive skin. Maybe like acid rain? Is that what it looks like when you cast it? Acid rain or something? Maybe. Alright, let's head on back to the ship. There we go. Okay. Now, you know what? I'm thinking maybe we should end this one a little bit earlier than I was intending to. Because part of me expected all that stuff at Crookspur to take quite a bit longer. Because we don't have any side quests at the moment, do we? Yeah, all that's left is stuff for, like, waiting or that we need to hold on to for DLC and all that. Yeah, so we'll hold off on this. That way we can rendezvous with Aethys in Ashen Maw next time. Right? Yeah, that seems like a good move. That way we don't have to split whatever that is up. Right? I don't want to have to do that. Okay, cool. Well, fortunately enough, there is still the Bestiary, the Bestiary, if you will, that we have remaining. What all was left? We've read about the Rathun. It was down here, sea trolls and lower, wasn't it? Alright, we'll exhaust all this stuff. Let's see. Sea troll! These gangly giants stand twice the height of average humans. Their bodies are covered in large fungal growths that leak foul-smelling pus-like fluid. Their oversized hands and feet extend to giant claws capable of rending a kith in two. Dozens of slimy tendrils hang loosely from atop their oversized heads, and their vast maws are filled with jagged, razor-sharp teeth. They have never been observed to use weapons, tools, or clothing, likely because they do not need them. Looking at a troll, it can be difficult to tell whether they've evolved in harmony with lichen, moss, and fungi, or whether they've been overtaken by them. A troll's naturally clammy flesh provides the ideal growing environment for these plants. They provide camouflage, as well as some protection from the elements, and the enzymes they produce also offers limited sustenance for trolls in lean times. Because of their symbiosis with these plants, trolls generally dwell in heavily wooded areas, although some may occasionally be seen in damp underground environments that also house an abundance of lichen and fungi. Skulldrak. Man, when did we last see a sea troll, though? I don't remember ever seeing one. Alright, Skulldrak. Skulders are large mammalian creatures that dwell in caves in total or near total darkness. As a result, they have poor vision and rely on their sense of hearing to navigate and find prey. The protrusions and hairs on their ears allow them to detect airflow, which is key to telling direction in an underground environment. They communicate through screeches and clicks, and use these vocalizations in a form of echolocation. They are communal creatures who will nest and raise young together. Okay, and this is the same stuff. Yeah, they're like big bats. We've certainly fought some around, but my most vivid memory is fighting them on that elevator in the White March. Here we go. Here's a bunch of info on Vithrak, who weirdly do not have like a combat entry here. At least not yet. Yeah, we haven't fought any Vithrak. The Vithrak are extremely rare and dangerous creatures with natural cipher abilities. They are mostly humanoid in shape, though slightly taller and thinner than humans, and boast fanged, spider-like heads. Similarly to spiders, they are capable of spinning silk. Rather than creating webs, they use this skill to fashion complex hive structures, along with their own very intricate and fine robes. Male and female Vithrak are indistinguishable from one another. They are primarily spellcasters and mental manipulators, like ciphers, though they will also attack with their fangs when forced into close quarters. A Vithrak's psionic powers allow it to communicate mentally with others of its kind. Like many social insectoids, their society includes a variety of specific roles, including scouts and defenders. Despite their intelligence and power, Vithrak are not a major force in the world, due to their low birth rates. While their difficulty conceiving is likely responsible for their famed hostility toward other races, it has also made the Vithrak highly altruistic when it comes to young of their own kind. They will defend their nests to the death. And finally, Zarups. I can't believe we haven't fought any hostile Vithrak yet. The only Vithrak we found so far have been, like, neutral or friendly, right? Alright, Zarup. Zarups are reptilian humanoids about the size of Orlans. They adorn themselves with the bones of fallen enemies, mostly Zarups from rival tribes. They also have an affinity for large feathers, which they hang and pin to their attire. Zarup skin tones can vary from light green to a rustic brown. Their elongated snouts, which make speech impossible, and overly aggressive behavior have hindered them from communicating with the more docile races of the world. They live in secluded tribal territories, and are known for ruthlessly attacking anyone foolish enough to cross their path. Zarups revere dragons as deities, and build their communities around the lairs of these powerful creatures. It is not uncommon for a small tribe to wander nomadically until it has found a drake or dragon to worship. Once a tribe dedicates itself to a dragon, they will defend it at all costs. Elaborate rituals in which the dragon consumes Zarup sacrifices are a normal practice. As the dragon grows in age and size, these sacrifices become large religious events that cost the lives of hundreds of Zarups. Goodness. Man, you know what, though? Not too unlike some of the shit that Kith get up to with the standard gods, right? And I'd imagine that the Zarup and dragon relationship existed long before Kith became gods, right? Before the current pantheon came into existence, right? I wonder if in some way there were, like, no, Because we haven't seen any evidence of, like, a dragon god or something like that that the current Kith gods, like, took over from, or, like, dethroned in a way, so to speak. Yeah. But interesting perspectives here, right? Because what we have going on isn't all too dissimilar from this. Obviously, there are definitely differences, but it's not entirely dissimilar. Dissimilar. The power and prestige of a Zarb tribe directly correlates with the age of its dragon. The most powerful tribes have existed for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Warriors and shamans of these large tribes typically paint their bodies to resemble the coloring of their draconic gods. Alright. And these are all the same, right? Yeah. Plague Striker, High Priest. Yeah, okay. All the same. Cool. Okay, now didn't we have a book over here just as well? Yeah, the Deerwood Part 3. But I think we've already... I think there are actually 3 parts. This isn't like an instance where there's only this one section. Yeah, I'm not sure. Should we read this? I don't think so. Because I'm pretty sure I remember in the first game reading all 3, if not 4, entries of this journal, or of this book. Yeah, I think so. And we've already read all that. Yeah, I think we're good to go on reading. Okay, cool. Well, a bit of a shorter one than I was expecting this time, but when next we come back, we will begin back up with the main quest, only to abruptly stop it once again to begin the DLC. Until next time, please take care of each other.